Bigg Baggz here, joining me for Mad Max Radio Live 265, iHeartRadio, Sports and Hip Hop, as you all know. Welcome to the show, man. Bigg Baggz is here, North Carolina's own.
Hey man, thanks for having me, bro. I'm on the road and shit right now, man. So you already know how I go, bro, man. But yeah, thank you for having me on the show, bro.
Of course, Good Evil. That's the newest album that you released. Real Story. That's the favorite song for me when I listen to the new album. I love that one. I think that one was one of the most aggressive tracks on the album, too.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's one of my most personal ones too, bro. Like really telling the story to where, pretty much gelling together the whole album.
Absolutely. So, how long was this album in the works for? Because I learned about you and your journey, especially the roadblock that you went through and spending some time in the feds and everything.
hmm
So, were you planning this out then for this album, or was it kind of just something that happened gradually once you got out?
Man, what's so crazy about it? I had did my deal in 21 with One9 Music, right?
Mhm.
So I had put out a project called Straight Out the Four because our area code is like 704 and my name at the time was 704 Bags. So I got locked up. I did January, February. I got signed in February 21. I got locked up and went to the feds in March the next month, bro. Right after I signed my deal. So I had music that I had already did. So I took the music, I took the music down, you know what I'm saying, because I had did a deal with the label and we was pushing my single called Grandma House. So as I was locked up, man, I was really just, preparing for when I came home because I had a lot of aggression. I was mad at the world because I got told on. So I did a lot of writing, a lot of writing, a lot of writing. So when I came home, I started doing new music.
hmm
So Good X Evil came from Good X Evil is my clothing line also. So it only made sense for me to gel everything together. And I was telling like the good I've been through and the evil I've been through. So really Good X Evil didn't come together, the actual album, till after I came out the feds. But it's a collective of some of my music I did before I went in and some music that I did when I first came out.
Fire. And it's really gonna have an impact. You mentioned the merch that you had because you were pressing this up, getting your own merch at the local mall. So when did you start to see all the merch really start to take over in North Carolina? When did it start to really spread? People were actually wearing it.
It's crazy, man. So salute my homeboy Slim Hood, Platinum Plus Studios. So it was a studio slash clothing store. So the clothing store, the clo- I'm doing an interview right quick. Jump in right quick. So the clothing store was located at 1541 West Boulevard in Charlotte, right?
hmm
So at that time, we was pressing up the clothes in the back. I mean, in the back of the studio, we were pressing them up, and in the front was the clothing part. So we started doing like $5 Fridays where you come in and get any tee for $5 and all that stuff. So and it was in the hood, like in West Boulevard. So believe it or not, the people start coming in and buying a bunch of it, bunch of it, bunch of it. So first it started really going crazy on the west side of Charlotte. Salute everybody that supported me, and then it just started bubbling all through the city. And then that's when it popped up and we had some stuff like in DTLR, we had some stuff in different stores like popping up in different places. So it really started, bro, from the west side of Charlotte, far as like when it took its biggest bubble when we started seeing everybody in the hood wearing it. Then it was on the east side, the north side, the south side. But yeah, that's how it really took off, man.
Fire. Could we expect there to be a resurgence? Are you getting it pressed back up with the merch, especially with the new album being titled off the merch?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Right now I got my site is goodxevil.net. And we got I got the new logo, I got the OG logo. But right now, yeah, I'm pushing it right now like it's a order, print the order. So if you go to the site, you pick whichever piece of merch you want, we print it up and we ship it to your house.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people got to get their orders in. So, what's some of the new merch that we can expect? What are some things that you're gonna have for the new year for the merch line?
So right now we did like the shiesty mask. So right now we're working on a different type of like the bubble coats. We're gonna be working on the varsity jackets. We're working on a lot of the right now, joggers is coming back in.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So we doing some of those. We doing a lot of embroidery stuff because it's about the quality of the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less of like we ain't just trying to make, a quick buck. You know, it's a lifestyle, like good X evil, like it's really a thing. So I definitely wanted to withhold the stands of time. So we're working on stuff for the females, man. Like we're gonna do like, you know, bra panty sets. We're gonna be like booty shorts. We're gonna have like, you know, coats for the girls, like, and we also working on a line for the kids, and we doing it for like the dogs, because I breed exotic dogs too. So we're gonna have the stuff like you can put on your dog, the
Oh,
good X
wow.
evil. Yeah, and that type of stuff. Also cups, whatever, bro, you can about think of, because the company I deal with, they can print over like 300,000 over that type of stuff. Though they can put it on anything that you have in mind, bro. We can put it on it.
The Candyman. That's the Candyman mentality. People were calling you back in the day in grade school, Candyman.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were hustling candy in school, man. Like it's crazy. It's crazy you say that too. 'Cause look, I meant to talk about my cookies. I got my cookies out right now, and we got the good and evil cookies out too.
Look at that.
Yeah, bro. We got these out right now. We got two flavors. We got ice honey bun, which, yeah, this is the ice honey bun. And then we got the strawberry shortcakes, man. Mo, just hit me in my DM, whatever. We'll ship them to your house. They soft batch and everything, bro.
All those
Like,
look
yeah,
good.
homemade cookies. But yeah, back in school, man, I've been doing it since I was a jit, man. I've been going crazy, been selling candy in school, man. We were selling almost anything we could get our hands on that we know will go.
That's how you got to do it. That's how you
Yeah.
got to do it early on, being a young entrepreneur. You being out in the clubs with your grandfather. He was a DJ. Does he still have? Is this club still there that he owns?
No, it ain't there no more. It's actually, I have a video called Heartless, and it's one of my earlier videos, and I shot scenes in front of it. But it's ran down now, you know, and you know, rest in peace, my grandpa. He passed
Rest in
away.
peace.
Yeah, he passed away while I was gone. He passed away in 22. So but yeah, the club, like parts of it's there, like, you know, but the roof done fell in and all that type stuff. But I shot, like I said, if anybody go back and do the research on me, I got a video called Heartless featuring Gutter Bang, and I'm in front of the actual club that I used to be in as a kid, like at 8, 9 years old, bro.
That's amazing, especially to look back on the fact that you're able to really now you're making a career out of it from when you were just being a young student of the game in the club. Have you thought about potentially eventually buying it back and reopening the club?
Look, I tried to, right? So the thing about it with land, you know, anybody that's into it, it has a lot of I ain't gonna say yellow tape, but you have to find out who owns it, because you have to, and then you know you have to do a lot of paper trail work. So I did try to buy it one time back in the day, but it was just like too many hands on the situation.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely would want to revisit it, because that's definitely a staple in my family, you know, because at the end of the day, like I say, my grandpa, my grandma ran it, you know, my mom, aunt, and you know, aunts, they was all up in the club. Like I was literally, bro, like the baby, and they had me up at the club, and that's why I see, like you say, I was being prepped, and you know, for this as a young age, and now it all makes sense, you know. But at the time, I'm just happy to be out there with the grown people.
Absolutely. See, it's panned out in the long run, and especially it really all started with because you were also DJing as well. You picked up some tips from your grandfather. You were doing DJing.
Yeah, facts, facts, and that's why I think that gives me an edge with the music,
Hmm.
because like I say, I was around him at 8, 9. I probably did my first DJ gig, like me DJing, probably around between like 12 to 14, to where he let me run it, because he would do different crowds. So with the younger crowd around our age, you know, I would know it because he catered to a lot of the older crowd. But believe it or not, yeah, man, like I feel like I became, you know, a child, a baby of the music, because I can hear music and I can tell you who it is, you know, just off of hearing who it is, because my ear got trained for that. So, you know, so young. And then on top of that, you know, it taught me about melodies. It taught me about cadence. It taught me about, you know, certain beats, because, you know, believe it or not, music is real influential to us. Like it'll definitely put us in a good mood, a bad mood, to whatever we want to do. So I definitely learned with that and applying it to my music when I pick beats out, because I know, yeah, this beat gonna get somebody turned. This beat, like the real story, that's gonna tap into somebody, you know, real side, emotion side. It's gonna, you know, a personal side. So I definitely use that when I'm picking out my beats on my projects and doing songs.
And I could tell, especially too with the harmonies and melodies and all that, you get that experience from being in the church because you're also singing in church.
Well, my mom did. I didn't sing in the
You
church.
didn't
I
sing
get,
in the church.
yeah, my
Okay, I
mom
read
did.
that
Yeah,
online. I
man,
thought you
bro. Listen,
sung.
I can't hold a note. Like
Oh,
I might try to, hum or, try some little, but bro, I can't hum a note, bro. I'm gonna have to get somebody to sing the same for me. Now I can write, like, singing music, because, like, the thing with me when I do my what's the name with my music, when I'm doing it, I let the beat tell me what to say. Like, I don't force nothing I want to say on the beat. So I literally hear the beat saying certain stuff to me. That's why a lot of my stuff fall in pocket when I'm rapping on the beat, because I hear that coming from the actual beat.
mhm. I think too with the recording journey, I want to hear the story of this karaoke machine. This is something early on that you did in which you were recording. This is from the ground up.
Right, right. Yeah, I literally started, bro, in the bedroom.
Hmm.
So this was back you know, when CDs was out, and studios really wasn't a big thing back then. Like, cause I'm from the country, so I'm from Norwood, North Carolina, Almar. So we didn't really have a big selective of studios around here. Like, we didn't have a big selective of people that's recording, because I'm the only artist that's made it this far in the game from my city, like far as in my lane in music. Like Kelly Pickler, if you ever heard of her, she was on American Idol,
Hmm.
and she's from here, but she was in the country lane. But it literally started, bro, in me. Like, you have one of those karaoke machines, and you could put it'll record you. You know what I'm saying? And what we would do was we would record on like a tape, and I started from there. And then I upgraded to where we had like a receiver, a tape deck, and then like the thing that play the music. So then I upgraded it there. But yeah, a lot of that shit, bro, it started from the karaoke, and really what it was doing, it was just helping me get, accustomed. And because I didn't know how to rap, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I literally came from the streets, bro. Like, so rapping was my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I played sports and football, and basketball and all that in school. And then, I was going to go to college, but I took a detour and I stayed around, and I was in the streets, so it was really helping me transition from the streets to the music. But yeah, bro, I started with a karaoke machine in the room, bro.
Yeah, it came a long way from there. Now you're out creating albums, getting record deals. We can't forget about Amherst because this was a big battle that you won early on. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, Amherst, yeah, so all right, where I'm from is it's called Stanley County is the county. You
mhm,
know how some places, like, if you could go to, like, LA has LA County, like certain places have county. So our city where I'm from is called Stanley County.
mhm.
Stanley County consists of 10 cities that makes up one county. So all the cities are 5 to 10 minutes apart. You feel what I'm saying? Albemarle is the biggest city. So that'll be like wherever you from, what the biggest city where you from, and then all the other little cities around it. So Albemarle is where Amherst is. Amherst is probably one of the ruthless projects it was in the whole county. You know what I'm saying? Like, Amherst is like Amherst Gardens, like a lot of killings, bro, a lot of drugs, a lot of, like, it's the who's been there. A lot of people, like, that's just what it was. So back when we was growing up, that was the thing. Kids, we used to play football out there, in the grass, in the road, and then we would have battles. So one of the dudes that he was the dude at the time, with the music battling while I was in the city, that was one of my biggest pivot points, to where me and my cousin C Note, we was riding through, and I seen a crowd out there, and it wasn't nothing for me to be in Amherst, because that's how it was. So I jumped out, they were freestyling, and I really inserted myself into their battle. Like, I came in, inserted myself into it. And that right there established me as being, my first rapping experience. And I went against the big dog, and I pretty much beat him. I shut him down because I said a slick ass bar, and then after I said that, it was like it was over. Yeah.
Because you're really a student of the game with me learning about your influences, Tupac, Biggie, DMX. I can go on and on, Master P, Jeezy, Trap or Die. That's someone that really inspired you because he was rapping what you were living, so you could really relate to what he was speaking about in his music. So was there a certain battle to early on, especially that you might have channeled yourself and drew inspiration from when inserting yourself into this battle? I think of like DMX and Jay-Z backstage when they were battling. Is there a certain battle early on that you always looked up to
Yeah, as far as like you talking about with the music
with the
part,
music? Hmm.
believe it or not, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like a lot of this stuff that it comes from my experiences. It ain't coming from nobody telling me. It ain't coming from nobody showing me. So really, what really hit the light switch for me was it was like me and my cousin C's. Rest in peace to him. We was sitting in Brickyard, like, and we was sitting in the hood, and I ended up hearing the Jeezy Trapper Die. So when the Jeezy Trapper Die dropped, bro, it just hit the light switch, man. And that was really the Jeezy era, the Gucci era, because I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, these dudes rapping about what we doing, but in that lifestyle, it's always been secretive. Like it's always been like you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to, you feel what I'm saying? So they was doing it in a way to where if you have to, the people in the streets of that culture, certain things have to decipher what's really being said.
Mm.
So really, bro, when those two dudes right there drop. Now, Master P and all them, like they was turning up and they was talking about it too. But at that time, that was the momentum and that was the thing, bro, that made me, motivate me to be like, bro, I can do this because they talking about what we doing. But at the same time, it was how they was doing it because they was doing it so creative that, bro, we knew what they was talking about when they saying certain stuff like in the kitchen cooking white girl or such and such. So so that really was my pivot point and my light switch that really made me want to be a part of the rap game.
Hmm. And you could see the influence and just the hard work that you put into it, and it's really gonna go, especially with being in the studio with your cousin, because your cousin is someone that's a big producer as well with Casey and JoJo. He's done a lot of work. So, when did you first link up with him in the studio?
So, all right, believe it or not, his name Mark Sparks.
Mark
So
Sparks.
yeah, Mark Sparks. So yeah, Mark Sparks did Casey and JoJo. He did Anthony Hamilton. He did some Sunshine Anderson. He done worked with man, it's so many,
A
man.
lot of
It's
legends.
a lot of legends, bro. Salt and Pepper, like, bro, like, believe it or not, he got like on the Deadpool movie, the part two, where they were saying the swoop they do, that's him. So he
That's
made
it.
that. Yeah, bro,
Wow,
like,
that's
yeah,
big.
yeah. So he's a very big dude. So, um, Spark was always gone, like traveling because of the artist he was working with. So it was like early 2001, and what we always knew of each other, but like he didn't know me of doing music growing up. He just knew me from what I did. So it was like 2001, and he had a situation going on with this artist named Slim the Mobster from California. Slim the Mobster was signed to Dr. Dre.
Hmm.
So he was signed to Dr. Dre. Matter of fact, and his uncle is the one that made Ice Ice Baby Vanilla Ice song.
Oh, that's
So
crazy. Yeah.
crazy, bro. His daddy, yeah, bro. So his daddy, named Pops TJ, he used to do security for Tupac.
Mm.
You feel me? So my cousin Mark had a situation on the table with him, and they was creating an album for bro. You know what I'm saying at the time. So everybody moved to Lake Norman, and they had a mini mansion, like a 3-story lake house on in Lake Norman. So I meet back up with fam, and believe it or not, once I linked back up with him, I told him that I was messing with the music or whatever, whatever. And then I ended up just start. They had put studio equipment in the house, and I started recording. And Spark just he told me whatever I need. Open hands. Like one of my biggest single now, my biggest fan. He the one produced that. So, but yeah, man, like he definitely a big influence because he told me some of the most biggest piece of advice ever. He was like, listen, if you're not gonna treat this like you have to eat or you trying to breathe air, it's not gonna mean nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's some of the motivation that he gave me for me to take it so serious and not play with it. But yeah, like he's really a legend in the game, bro. Like Spark, yeah, Mark Sparks is really a legend in the game, bro.
Shout out to Mark Sparks. And my biggest fan. I wanted to get behind into the story behind this record, what really sparked this significance, because this was another one that stood out to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my biggest fan is one of them records, man. Like when you outside,
hmm
you feel me? So when I'm outside and I'm single, so like different parts and different times of my life when I'm dealing with different, women, like I took a piece of each thing that I went through with them and I put it in a song. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know how you tell a story without using names?
hmm
You feel me? So that's what it comes from. It just comes from me taking different pieces of where I was in my life at that time, dealing with certain girls and they doing certain crazy what I'm saying
Oh,
in the
it's out of
song,
control
man,
now.
out of control, bro, man. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, I get it. If I see what they're trying to attach themselves to something good, so I ain't even mad at it. But I'm glad a lot of stuff happens because it helps me create. When I'm doing my music, it helps me create. That's why a lot of my stuff sound so genuine, and then a lot of people can tap into it and they can feel it.
hmm From there, when you started really getting the notoriety too, especially with doing your own mixtape, when did you really start to catch wind from One9 Music? Because this is a huge label. This is your deal that you got signed, and then you actually re-signed to once you came back out after being with the Fed. So when did you start to really catch the attention of One9 Music?
So believe it or not, salute my bro named Don Baller. So Don Baller, he was signing them before me. So me and Don Baller met back when I did a mixtape release party at the studio called All in One Studio. Salute the bro Zulu. It's in Charlotte. But I had DJ Trapaholic, the host of mixtape for me, Gucci Man DJ.
hmm
So he hosted a mixtape for me. He came to the city, bro. I'm probably the only dude that ever brought Trapaholic to the city. I brought Trapaholic to the city and he came to my after party. So I met Don Baller there, and me and Don, he was signed to Gucci before Gucci went to prison.
hmm
So he got songs with Young Jock. He did some stuff with 50. Like so Dunn, I think his aunt was Lil Chat, the one that passed away from Atlanta.
Okay.
And so me and Dunn just been locked in ever since then. So me and Dunn did a few songs together, and one day we was sitting in the car and he was just telling me about his shit. And then he would say, yeah, bro, I just signed this deal with One9 Music. I was like, yeah, I said, that's what's up, bro. He's like, what you got going on? I said, bro, I'm still independent, bro. I'm just working. Da, 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 da. And it just left it at that. So me not knowing, done called these dudes and told them about me, bro. Me not even knowing. So, and this at the time, Dunn got other artists too with him. So I go back and see Dunn one day and we sitting in the car again. He was just saying like, "Hey, bro, I told the label about you, bro. They want to talk to you." He called him on the spot. We had a conversation. They was like, "Bro, you ain't signing nobody." I said, "Nah." They said, "Bro, we want to sign you." So this is pre-Fed. You know what I'm saying? So we talking in the car. We exchange info. They hit me. We work out the contract, and like I say, I signed the contract in 21 in February, and then the feds came pick me up less than 30 days in March. I'm getting ready to literally leave that morning to go to Atlanta to do the physical, like the video, where they get you on video signing. But I
hmm
had already signed my deal. So believe it or not, while I was gone, I had already honored my contract because I already had the music done and the videos done. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm
while I was locked up, they put out Grandma House featuring Rich Dunk. With
That's the
Rich
big
Dunk,
one.
yeah, Rich Dunk was the baby. He is the baby artist. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? Out of Charlotte. That hit over 100,000 views, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So then I put out my other project. It was called Treason. So I honored my contract. We rolled out the contract. And while I was gone, the label rolled with me the whole time, bro. They said they was gonna wait on me to get out. So I get out, I get on house arrest. I come off. I had came off house arrest August the 30th. They re-signed me the 31st as soon as I came off house arrest.
That's a blessing too, because a lot of times labels, they'll once an artist gets locked up, they're like, "Oh, see you later." They'll shelf you, but these are people that are actually from the culture, care
Yeah.
about the artists, and they're like, "No, we want you back. We want to keep pushing you. We still believe in you," and that's a blessing right there.
Yeah, man, it's crazy though because it's like you say, like they're also artists. Like, Duke Williams is a like a full-time platinum producer. Like, bro,
Maya, there's been a lot of hit records that have come out of there.
Lil Wayne,
Lil Wayne.
bro, Maya, Bobby Valentino,
Hmm.
3LW, like a bunch of people, bro. And for them to tell me, bro, that they put me on the same platform as them artists, bro, like that put such a battery in the motherfucker back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because these guys know what it take and what to hear and the sound that it takes to be great and to be one of them.
Hmm.
And they see that in me. So that's why I respect them so much because in the game, a lot of people gonna want you to spend some money up front, but it's no money involved. We do percentages like a real business. You know what I'm saying? Like you do what you're supposed to do. We're gonna help put this out, and then we all gonna eat together. So to any artist out there, man, not knocking a person, some stuff you have to pay for um opportunities, right? Platforms and all that. I get that. But if somebody genuinely really believe in you, they ain't gonna need your money, bro, because they got the money. They gonna want to eat together. They want to see some money together. And I learned that about my deal too. So, salute them, bro, for being stand-up guys, bro, and really trying to help me elevate in the game.
Hmm. And there's still the Rock Nation distribution as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So I
fire.
did, yeah, yeah. So I did the 50K. I did a single under the Rock Nation
Hmm.
distribution. So I did a single under that one. So this is what's crazy about my label. My label has the Rock Nation distribution. We got the Sony Orchard distribution, which Sony Orchard is the if not the biggest.
Hmm.
Sony Orchard is like the number two. It's like the top three, the big three of the distribution. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they got an AWOL distribution. You feel me? So I put Good X Evil, the whole project, under Sony Orchard distribution because, like I say, Sony Orchard is the top three of the distributions, bro. It don't get no bigger than that unless you sign in with, one of the other big three.
Hmm.
So, but this actual project right now I dropped was under the Sony Orchard umbrella. So that's why this one was. But yeah, I did do 50K under the single under the Rock Nation distribution. Yeah.
The Rock Nation, yeah, the Sony Orchard, that's the huge one for sure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Do you think when this all happened occurred because you sign your deal, then you get picked up by the feds? Do you think it was calculated? Because this is why you got to keep the circle small,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of jealousy, and also the feds are against everyone. They're against
Right.
us.
Right.
They're gonna look at, okay, look, he's got success. He just signed his deal. We're gonna rip him down right now. Do you think it was calculated, the timing of everything?
Man, so I feel like it, if it's anybody calculating time, it's gonna be God, bro.
Hmm.
Because this is the reason I say that because we really not in control of life on a day-to-day basis. Like we don't know if we're gonna wake up the next morning, bro. Like we live life like we're gonna live forever, but we really don't. So I feel like it was part of the process because you know how certain stuff happened before the actual thing happened.
Or it actually happens.
Right now, I can look back and say, damn, this makes sense. This because what's so crazy is like before I actually got picked up, I would see certain cops or police sit in places where they normally won't. They would have roadblocks, certain places. Like I went through a roadblock one time and I kind of ran and then I stopped and then I had some smoke on me and the officer was like, we not looking for this. And I'm sitting there thinking like, so what you looking for?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But this was after that the person set me up already. So because when the person that set me up, they let me go. Like they didn't like they let us do the buy and they followed me for 2 years later, bro. They did the buy in 19 and followed me for 2 years, bro. So they let me go. So it wasn't nothing like they didn't do the buy, didn't bust me, didn't let me go. Like they was trying to build a case on me. You
Hmm.
feel me? So now that a lot of stuff before I got actually picked up, it made sense to me now. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the detectives said, "Yeah, I know who you is." Cause my name was 704 Bags. Then he was like, "Yeah, I know who you is, 704 Bags. I seen your videos." I'm sitting there thinking like, "What the fuck a detective doing looking at my videos?" You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this was part of my process, part of my growth, because and at the same time they knew that it took somebody that knew me. Like the guy wasn't just a random. Like I knew this guy for 20 years. He got kids by my cousin. So like this wasn't just a random because I don't really speak to people like you can't talk to me about nothing and I don't know you. So I knew him for 20. Like he used to come and stay in my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this was part of the process for me to transition into what I'm becoming now. Because at the end of the day, you have to go through certain stuff, bro, to take you out of where you at. And this could have stopped me from getting killed or me killing somebody or anything. You feel me? So I don't take it all as bad. I just make sure I got to take it and turn the bad into good. But yeah, I just think this was part of the process for me to become Bigg Baggz, bro.
Hmm. I think so, and I'm glad that everything worked out for you and coming back out, and you came back out motivated. That's the main thing. You knew you were writing when you were in the Fed. I know you were locked up with millionaire guys, Martin Shkreli. I know I'm not a big fan of
Yeah.
his.
Yeah. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
yeah. So this it's so crazy. Listen, this is so crazy. A lot of people don't know who he is, so I know you know what you're
I
talking
know
about,
who
bro.
he is. He bought the Wu-Tang album. He did a lot of pharmaceutical stuff. Yeah, he's a pile of
Yeah.
garbage. You don't
Yeah.
belong in there. He belongs in there.
Yes. And look, believe it or not, bro, Martin was in there, bro. I ain't gonna say he would dress like a bum, but if you don't know who he is, you would just look over him, bro. Like he wasn't in there. I mean, I get it though, because of, you know, in behind the walls in certain places, people know who you are and they know you got some stature. They might try to extort you. They might try to do certain stuff to you.
Hmm.
So, but believe it or not, he stayed on the computer, bro. Like you know how he is. Like he just stayed on the computer. He stayed already preparing for when he went home. I talked to him a couple times because I was getting into Bitcoin. And
Hmm.
I was reading those type of books about the FTAs, all that type of stuff. And he seen me with the book. And he was like, "You're in today?" I said, "I'm trying to." And we spoke a few times, but I ain't never go to his, because he had like a little circle of some guys, and they have meetings talking about the FTAs and Bitcoin and all that stuff. So I spoke to him, but I never did go sit down with him. But yeah, Martin Shkreli, bro, yeah, he a piece of work, man. It was funny. Look, it's so crazy. He was on the Greed special on like ABC, right?
Hmm.
Bro, it came on while we in prison while he there, bro. Bro, we in the TV room and it shows Martin Shkreli on the motherfucker. He back there in the room, he wouldn't come out the room. But it show him, bro. Like we looking at this shit, bro, and they in there laughing like a motherfucker, bro.
Was there anyone that was actually beneficial that you may have met while in there that was in with the music game?
Yeah, so believe it or not, a lot of guys. So I met some guys that was from New York. One guy, his name is Super. Super, if I'm not, I'm think I'm saying this correct. Super had something to do, or he was the managers of Mob Deep.
Wow.
Yeah, so me and him talk every now and then. I keep in contact with him. He's in New York. Matter of fact, he's about to be in a real big documentary about Mob Deep and some real big in New York that happened. Um, I met another guy. His name is Odie, and Odie, he does a lot of stuff with a lot of guys up there. Um, I met some guys. Let me see. I met some other guys like multimillionaires. Like my last seller before I left out of Kentucky, he was a multimillionaire. Like he's from Chicago. So
Okay.
he knew what's her name? Ari Fletcher, he knew her. Like he was like that, man. Like I literally, like, a lot of these people could talk that stuff, but I literally seen this man while we in our cell give one of his homeboys $150,000 from the feds. I seen it, bro. Like I
That's
literally
wild.
seen, yeah, bro. So God definitely put me around a bunch of people that help motivate me and change my thinking to where it don't come home to the same basic shit that I was on. You feel what I'm saying? So I met a lot of guys, bro, that was, real big in, their own aspect in life like that. But yeah, I met some guys, bro, that was real, that was who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you can in the phase, you can be anybody you want to, man.
Yeah, oh, of course. Especially in the day of social media too, everyone's always lying about who they are. It's insane. A lot of identity theft going on out here.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's so crazy too. I don't know if a lot of people know, but it was a real big trial when I was going through transit. I ran into a guy. Have you ever heard of a group called the 83 Babies? They,
83 babies. Sounds familiar.
yeah, they got signed by what's my boy with the dreads? Rich the Kid. Rich the
Okay.
Kid signed them. I was in the same unit as one of the 83 babies. I think he ended up getting like 30 years. It was just for life, bro, like some street stuff. Cause what people fail to realize, like a lot of rappers, bro, we still are outside until we ain't gotta be outside no more. And sometimes, bro, we can't leave stuff behind if we don't take care of it. So he was in some real street stuff, man, and he had end up getting like 30 some years, but Rich the Kid just signed them, and he signed that big deal, bro. He lost his life, bro. They gave him 30 years.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah. So that was somebody else I was just saying that I met along my journey,
Hmm.
as far as going through the feds, like with him just to get that big opportunity and then get it took from him that fast.
It's unfortunate and it's insane. I hate stories like that, and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate that that stuff happens. But you're someone that's made it out on the other side and is really pushing forward here. When are we getting this documentary? Perfect timing.
Right now I'm in discussion with one of my people, Ty Durden. Me and Ty Durden, he's real big in the Tubi world. He's real big like in the actual movie network, period. So right now we're doing all the logistics. The documentary is done. So I did a private screening at the Arsley movie theater in Charlotte, one of the biggest ones, and we rented out a room with holds 100 people and we sold it out. So right now, 2026, I haven't got the date yet, but I'm not trying to just do it and put it on YouTube. Like I really want to put it on a big platform. So right now I'm trying to get it on Tubi. I'm definitely gonna have it on my bro network called Buck TV. So y'all go download that app right now, Buck TV Plus. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff on that. But 2026, man, perfect timing coming, man. Bigg Baggz documentary is coming, bro. 2026.
Oh, we'll be looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting experience, a real movie to see everything that's going on and what's going to be on the way. How about your group? Is your group going to be a part of the documentary at all? What was it Woodland Mafia?
Woodland Mafia. So originally I started with Woodland Mafia, and they have some cameos in the documentary.
Okay.
So they got cameos in the documentary, and when I do the part two of the documentary, I'm gonna do more of having people telling stories of our experiences, and they're gonna be a big part. But they have cameos in the documentary and everything. So that yeah, they definitely involved in the whole thing like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, Woodland, man, that's it. That's where it started from, bro. Like it was Woodland, man. So yeah, bro, we definitely made a lot of hits together, and we still talk. So everybody's still around, bro. Everybody lifing. So yeah,
I can't wait to see it. And you've also worked with DaBaby. You've worked with a lot of people, Project Pat. So those got some legends in there.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so believe it or not, DaBaby, man. That's why I always give bro his flowers, man. Like I did a song with DaBaby, and then believe it or not, bro, it was like 30 days, 60 days later, he gone. He took off. And we was recording at the same place, Platinum Plus Studios. Like I said, was recording with my people Slim Hood, and I had a session, and DaBaby was finishing up his session. So when I walk in, they bouncing down his music, and I told him, I was like, look, bro, because I already knew of him, you know what I'm saying, because he was this when he was being called Baby Jesus.
Hmm.
So I had I already knew of him, and he was doing a lot of motion in the city. So I seen him. And I had this track called Back Up Off of Me. And I told him, I said, look, bro, I got this song I want you on. I said, bro, I'm finna get ready to record it. If you like it, bro, you fuck with it, jump on it, whatever. If you don't, I understand. So I'm in there laying my hook. Before I got done, like, complete my verse, bro came in the booth with me. He came in the booth with me. Finished my verse. He laid his verse right there on the spot, and he ain't charged me nothing, bro. He did it for free.
That's real.
Yeah, bro. So that's why, bro, you know, people have different experiences with people, but mine with him always been 1,000. And on top of that, Rich Dunk was his artist. He cleared the songs
Hmm.
for me and Rich Dunk to do our song. You feel me? And so that's the story with DaBaby, man. So salute DaBaby, bro. He's still turning up for the Carolinas. And me and him gonna do some more stuff. I'm already putting it in motion, bro. Me and him gonna do some more stuff together. Project Pat was set up by my bro Ace Gutter. Ace Gutter is from Albemarle, is from where I'm from down here. So Ace Gutter had a relationship with Pat. They done did videos together, music together. So I told bro, I got a song, bro. I want to get Pat on. He said, bro, that's nothing. He called Pat. Pat said, send him the record. I had a record back from Pat in like 3-4 days, bro. And it's called Law. I remade Breaking the Law, hit one of his biggest hits. Break the law, we ain't scared. I remix his stuff. So if you remix a legend shit and it's BS, they not gonna do it.
No.
He blessed it, bro. So if you ain't heard it, bro, go check it out. It's called Law, featuring Project Pat, man. And that's one of the hardest songs I did, bro. So salute the legend Pat.
Salute to him. Definitely a legend in the game for sure. And especially you've also had performances with Migos as well. So was this before the tragic passing happened?
Yeah, it was before all that. Matter of fact, so in Charlotte, they have this thing, if people familiar with, it's called a Dub Car Show.
Hmm.
So Dub Car Show is some of the top rim sellers in the game. So what they do is they do a car show and they book artists that are the A-list artists at the time. So at that time, I had got booked for that too. So it was the Migos on there. It was the Migos. All right. It was. Can you get out? It was the Migos. My bad, bro. It was the
It's all
Migos.
good.
It was damn it. It was Migos. It was Bootsy. It was it was some other artists on there, but at the time the Migos was them at that time. So I got on that thing with the Migos, and I ended up performing at the Dub Car Show in Charlotte with the Migos and all them guys. So yeah,
Legendary.
yeah, yeah. And I just did a show with Kodak Black. It was the Up the Smoke.
How was that?
Bro, it was so surreal, bro, because I'm just coming home. So that was the biggest show that I did. Like I said, the lineup was it was Kodak, DaBaby, DDG, Skrilla, um, who else they had on there, man? They had what's her name, man? I don't want to say her name wrong. But I forgot the name. They had a real big female artist on there too, but I can't remember her name right now. But bro, it had to be 50, 60,000 people out there, bro.
A lot.
Yeah, bro. It was dope, bro. It was dope. So yeah.
We got to see a track with you and J. Cole.
I know, bro. Hey, look, we speaking in existence right now, bro. I
Yeah.
think that's gonna be so dope, bro. It'll be so dope. Definitely with Cole, bro. Definitely with Cole. He definitely one of the guys I like to work with because he definitely on a short time span became one of the elites
Hmm.
just because of who he attached himself to, and also the type of artist he is. Like, bro, if you listen to bro hard, bro. Like
He is.
he spit that stuff, bro. Yeah.
He does. He can really rap.
Yeah, he can really rap, bro. Real spit. He can, and you can tell he humble. And then like he still do stuff for the city. Like he just did the festival to himself. What was
Hmm.
it?
The Dreamville.
The Dreamville, bro. Like that was so big, man. I was seeing footage from that, bro. Like, man, it looked like he had about 100,000 people out there, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. And like I done other stuff. Like I did stuff with just drop name dropping a little bit, just people know. Kodak, not Kodak Black, but Black Youngster. I did
Hmm.
stuff with him. I did stuff with Yellow Beezy. Um, Like I really been around the elites, bro, and really, Jeezy. Like I really been around these guys to soak up and seeing what they doing because they're at the level to where this is where I'm gonna be. So
Hmm.
you definitely got to soak up certain stuff that they do because they giving you the blueprint anyway.
Exactly. That's where you got to be. You got to surround yourself with your idols and people
Yeah,
that have inspired you because that's where you're gonna be.
yeah, facts,
You-
facts.
That's a fact. What's the 2026 New Year's resolution? What's that big goal to start off the year with?
Man, listen, promo marketing. I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna make sure that all my business is together. Um, I want to be doing arenas. I want to be doing stadiums. I want to be, what I'm saying, like my whole mindset is to be on the road, working, 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 man, running this bag up. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, we got to get to it now. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit around and wait. So my whole thing is right now, I'm getting locked and loaded. I'm doing new music. I got some big features coming out. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just getting locked and loaded. I'm finna be in movies, bro. So I'm gonna be in two movies. One called Failed Trust,
Hmm.
and the other one is called The Hornet's Nest, Queen City, The Hornet's Nest.
The
So
Hornets.
yeah, Hornet's Nest, yep. And I'm also working on my own miniseries. It's gonna be called Good and Evil. And I got a reality show coming called Chasing Bags.
Look at this.
Yeah,
He's
bro. Yeah,
busy.
yeah it's gonna be the flavor of love on steroids, bro.
Oh, the VH1 days.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah. But yeah, 2026, bro. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. We got to run this bag up, man. Like I say, that's the whole motive, bro. Run this bag up. I'm gonna make people get tired of seeing his face, man. I want them to say, "Damn, I'm seeing this dude again. I'm seeing him again." Yes, yes. Big
Gotta
bags everywhere.
gotta
And
keep the pressure up.
endorsement deals. So McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell, y'all holler at the kid. You know what I'm saying? Popeye's chicken, whatever, man. Let's get that Big Bags combo on the menu, man. Big Bags combo, man.
Get the Big Bags Whopper up. How about that?
Oh, look, see. Now look, I definitely got to give you your percentage if they come and say the Big Bag Whopper. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no, I
say, bro,
appreciate
this
that.
shit came from my bro Mad Max.
Yeah.
A Big Bag Whopper. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah.
I love Burger King. Even when you look at Burger King's always been a huge reference in hip hop with Digital Underground, the busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Yeah. Facts, facts. Believe it or not, though, bro, they got some of the better tasting burgers, man,
They
because
do.
because of the process how they cook them. So it's just not that, I'm always been a fan of Burger King or the Whopper, man. That
Hmm.
they almost their whole thing, bro. They really don't have a bad thing on their menu, bro. So
No.
yeah, I definitely rock with Burger King too, bro.
Yeah, it actually tastes like a burger, unlike some of these other fast food places. It tastes like
Facts,
a real
bro.
burger.
Facts, bro. Yeah, bro. Really tastes like a burger, bro. Yep,
It
yep.
does.
But
So
yeah, bro, definitely need them sponsors, bro. Come on, y'all. Y'all come. Y'all better snatch me up before I get too high, bro.
sponsors, those got to be up. So with the two movies that you're in, are these movies that you're producing yourself, or these ones that you auditioned for?
So believe it or not, the one called Failed Trust.
Hmm.
My people, I'll just tell you about Ty Durden, which is in the Tubi. He's a director, so he cast me for this part. I didn't even have to um audition for it.
Wow, yeah.
So he had this character already in mind of me for this part to be around me. You get what I'm saying? So the one that's called Fail Trust that'll be out in 2026, I didn't have to audition for that. So I was already grandfathered in for that character. All right, so the movie Queen City the Hornet's Nest,
Hmm.
I went to a audition because my manager was like, look, just to make your portfolio bigger, just to put you in different lanes, because it all go hand to hand, bro. Like movies, music, all that stuff go DJing, like all that stuff go hand in hand. So she was like, it's an audition, just come up. They're gonna have you say a few words and whatever, whatever. So I go in here, bro, and I'm not no actor, so I do videos. So when you do videos, videos are still, you
Acting.
know, acting. Right. So I go in here, bro, and they give me the line to say. And first I say it, I just say it. He was like, no, bro, say it like you do. So I said it the second time. They was like, all right, cool, that's good. And I leave. So in my mind, I'm like, bro, I done blew this shit. I'm not getting this damn part, bro. I'm not getting no part in it. Bro, why I get a call probably like a month later after they did the casting, and they told me I got a role in the movie, bro.
Congrats. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So that's how, and salute the whole staff of the Hornets Nest, bro. You know what I'm saying? For, let me be a part of that. And yeah, bro, like that part, that's how I got into the Queen City Hornets Nest. Yeah, I went and auditioned and I end up getting me a role in it.
Hmm. Congrats. That's big. And you got the reality show on the way that's similar to Flavor of Love, as you
Yeah,
mentioned. A lot of
yeah,
things in
big.
the works. Are you still in North Carolina right now? Because I was reading that you were also in LA too.
Right, yeah, no, I'm in North Carolina.
You're
Yeah,
in North
so
Carolina.
I'm
Okay.
still in North Carolina. But like I say, when I was telling you about Sparks, when he brought uh Pops and all them, Slim the Mobster and brought them from LA, they was his family, but they became my family.
Mm.
So anytime that I go out there, like my people tell me, Pops, OG Pops, I got a room out there I can stay, like all that stuff. But I can be in LA one moment, bro. I can be in Atlanta one moment, bro. I could be in Texas one moment. So real, I'm based in North Carolina, bro. But yeah, this is where I'm from. This is where I'm at still. Yeah.
Mhm. You're a Hornets fan? You rock with the Hornets?
Man, listen, I'm anything Carolina fan.
Yeah.
But before now we got the teams. My football team was Miami, the
The
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, basketball, I mean, I'm a Jordan advocate.
Hmm.
So, when Jordan came, definitely was I rock with the Bulls, with Jordan and all that stuff. But yeah, since we got our own identity, like, the Hornets, the Panthers and all that, yeah, I'm Carolina everything, bro.
Carolina, everything. Yeah. I'm hoping the Hornets turn it around. I want to see them win because I think they have the best uniforms in basketball,
All
especially in the
right.
90s.
Yeah, hard. I feel like, bro, this is just me looking outside looking in. With anything, bro, like when you building something, bro, at first a lot of parts ain't gonna work.
Hmm.
And I feel like they just got to get all the moving parts that's gonna move together right. Like they definitely got a real strong foundation to work with. Like Ball is one of the hardest dudes in the game right
Hmm.
now, bro.
It
And
is.
then I think we got was it Miller, right?
Hmm.
He dope, bro. And
Yeah.
then they just got another dude. I ain't too familiar with him, the white dude, but they say he's a sniper. I forget, I don't know his name, but I just seen they had them as like the big three of the Hornets.
Hmm.
But they say he like that. But I feel like, man, they just got to, they I feel they just need to spend some money, bro. And
Exactly.
this is me. Like, bro, get you a 7 footer. Get you a Shaq. Get
Hmm.
you a Wimby.
Hmm.
Get you a Durant. So these boys can have help. Because when you got multiple weapons, it's gonna be hard to guard multiple weapons. Because a lot of these teams, bro, they had like a 5 starter superstar bench. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's just like think about it with when you had Jordan, you had Pippen, you had Rodman, you had motherfucking Kerr, and
Cartwright.
yeah, bro, like all of them ain't gotta be Jordan, but they stars in their own right.
Hmm.
Like, bro, any one of them with the ball is dangerous. And I feel like when you got a team like that, bro, it's gonna be hard to stop them. And I feel like that's just all we're missing because it's gonna be hard for 2 guys or 3 guys to carry a whole team. Because if you got people that's gonna always stay on them, then who can we get this ball to perform, bro?
Hmm. No,
You know what
and
I'm
I think it's kind of because I'm a huge Nick fan. I'm a diehard Nick fan, and the pieces took so long from the fall to where they at now. I remember the years the Knicks were just in the dark, in
saying?
the abyss. Now they're potentially the best team in the East right now, which is
Yeah,
it's been so long.
yeah, yeah. And man, listen, one thing about it. y'all had legends on y'all team, bro.
Yeah.
Like legends, bro. And even though if you don't give these people the help they need, bro, it don't matter.
Hmm.
A legend is no good on the team if he by himself,
Like
bro.
Mello.
Bro, listen, bro. I'm telling you. And like you say, like say, y'all always been the stamp. Like, bro, listen, everybody dream is to play in the garden, bro.
Hmm.
Like that's y'all have the biggest name when it comes to basketball, far as like an accolade.
You're right.
Telling you, like either there, Lakers play out there
Hmm.
at the Lakers. Like it's just certain things, bro, because of y'all program. The program is just so powerful, bro. So you're not gonna say nothing about the top 5 teams, the top 3, or the top 10 teams, and not have New York in that motherfucker, bro. Yeah,
It's
it's just
true.
not gonna happen.
And that's
Yeah,
where you need to perform too. You need to go to the garden, do a performance too. You gotta
yeah.
get.
Hey man, listen, bro. Where you located at?
I'm located in Queens, New
Bro,
York.
get me up there, bro.
Yeah.
Get me up there, bro. I'm coming. Get me up there, bro. Listen, bro. We working, bro. Get me up there, bro. I'm telling you, I'm coming. Matter of
Absolutely.
fact, I did a video in Queens. Shot it in Queensbridge. It's called Facts. So
Okay.
that's what. Yeah, that's one of my older videos. But yeah, I shot it in Queensbridge, bro. Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
paying homage to Nas and Mob Deep.
Yeah, bro. Yep. Yep. And because Nas Miro was on the side of the bodega
Mhm.
across from the projects. So I say, yeah, this gotta be Queensbridge, because
Yeah.
ain't too many gonna put Nas Miro if it ain't outside of their projects.
No.
And I think that's where they shot the scene with Belly, where Nas was sitting on the bench with the little boy in Belly. You remember when he
I
gave him the
remember
drum?
that. That's right.
Yeah, bro.
He
Yep,
had the
that's the same.
Averex on.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. I shot a video, bro, in that projects, bro.
Legendary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm telling you, got to get you out here to New York. I have a lot of love for for North Carolina as well. I know a lot of artists out there, and I love the Hornets as well. So it's the uniforms. You can't go wrong with the colors. And
yeah, man. Hey, listen, it was so crazy though. I love New York to death too, and it's so crazy about the video, right? So you really can't just go to certain boroughs and certain hoods, bro, and just pop up, right?
hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you the crazy quick story what happened when I'm in there. So we get ready to check out. We check out the room because I had to do a show in Manhattan, the night before. So I do the show. We check out that morning. We was like, bro, let's shoot this video before we leave. So it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. So we go into the projects. So we in there shooting. I'm just doing my thing, and some guys in the hood, they come up on me like, bro, what y'all got going on? Who are y'all? Da-da-da-da. So I told them who I was, told them where I'm from. This how crazy, bro. This is how the universe worked. One of the guys that was there, he had just got back from Charlotte. Like he lives in Charlotte, but from there. And when we said Charlotte, all the BS went out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the past. So like, bro, he said, finish what you doing, do what you do, bro. Turn up, bro. You good. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. So it was crazy though, because you can't go to these certain places and somebody going, if they don't know who you is, they gonna want to know who you is, bro.
hmm.
But yeah, that was crazy for it to work like that. I'm shooting this video, and then one of the guys out there just came back from Charlotte home. And you know what I'm saying? We telling him, yeah, we from, because my videographer from Charlotte. So we were saying, yeah, we from the Charlotte area. Da, 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 da. And he was like, oh yeah, bro, y'all good, bro. Do what you do. And that was crazy how that worked out though. But I know they don't play in New York, bro. They gonna actually see who you are.
They will. They definitely will.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm telling you, man, you're welcome in New York. You're gonna be working your way up here. You said you can go anywhere you want at any time, basically with Texas, LA, Atlanta. You're
yeah,
around. So what are some of the next moves? What's next for you that we can expect? Because I know you mentioned the whole reality
yeah.
TV, the movies, the TV show, everything that you got on the way. So what else can we expect from you next? What else do you want to let the fans know about?
So right now, man, I'm doing promo on Good XE. We're still pushing that. We're pushing the clothing line right now. Um, So what I got coming right now, me and my label mate named James Artisan. Me and James Artisan is working on a project called Art Dealer, right? So He is a real big staple mogul in the R&B lane. He don't work with Madonna. He don't work with Katy Perry, Whitney Houston. Um, he's one of those like he's the him. So me and him is doing. Matter of fact, he just finished a collab project with Big Gip from the Goody Mob.
Hmm.
So me and him are working on a collab project, which I just called the art dealer. So we got a song out right now called Down for Whatever. And what that is helping me get into the R&B lane. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you could be looking for me and him to drop our next music with that. I got that coming in 2026. I got a single with Fetty P, which Fetty P just did an album with DaBaby called Kurt Franklin.
That's right.
So yep, so I got a project, I got a song with him called Riot. I got a song with one of the hardest country legends from our area called B Myers.
Hmm.
Um, and bro, I just got him loaded in a clip, bro. So I'm finna be coming with the music. And right now, I'm gonna be working on the stuff, bro. I'm just gonna be, you know, piling it up and doing everything, bro, accordingly, just to make sure I put myself out there to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna start seeing Bigg Baggz, bro. Like I say, doing these big shows, bro. Like I'm finna be in the arenas, bro, 2026, bro. I'm speaking in existence now, bro. These stadiums, these arenas, bro, Bigg Baggz, bro, is gonna be a household name, an A-list artist.
100% for sure. You're going to be seeing him in the arenas. You're going to be seeing him everywhere. The TV screens, reality TV, the movies. You're going to be seeing him in everything.
Yeah,
He's going
yeah,
to be
bro.
all up in the cameras, all up in the videos,
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
dancing.
bro. Now, hey, listen, I'm gonna have somebody dancing for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have somebody dancing for me. Yeah, bro.
uh, well,
Man,
Bigg
this
Baggz,
was
I
dope.
want to thank you for coming on the show, man. I had a great time speaking with you. Thank you to Dom for getting this set up, and it was a pleasure speaking with you. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved and everything that you got going. And Good X Evilville on all platforms now. Stay tuned to everything that you have on the way. Any final words? And also plug in your socials as well.
Oh yeah, man. Look, man. Everything is Bigg Baggz, bro. Biggbagz. When you put that in, bro, I'm gonna pop up. I'm him. I'm the only one. Bigg Baggz, not the little one. Man, look, salute you, bro, Mad Max, bro, for having me on this dope platform, bro. This was a dope interview. What I like about your interview too, bro, like we had a real conversation.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you do your homework, and that makes it way more doper, bro. And that's one thing, like where I'm at now, I really want to let people see the personal side, invite them into my world and bring my world to them. So I appreciate you, bro, for being a dope host, bro. And anytime, bro, you need me back, bro. And like I say, once shit go crazy, I'm gonna come back, bro. We're gonna lock in again, man. But salute my team, salute One9, bro. Salute Dom. Like, bro, salute everybody, bro. Everybody go follow me right now. Bigg Baggz on all platform, man. Everything go follow me, man. You already know what it is, man. Bigg Baggz not the little one.
Big Bags, you already know. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the feedback and that you enjoy the conversation. Like I said, and you're always welcome on the show. I'm going to give you that. So when you get this new project ready or new, even movie promo, I do movie people, actors on my show. So whenever you're ready, next project, we'll get you back on to talk about it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And whenever you drop this or whatever, let me know. We need to follow each other on IG.
Absolutely.
And I'll post it on my page, bro. We can do collabs, whatever. I'm
Let's
with
do
all
it.
that shit, bro. So yeah, bro, follow me and then I'll follow you back, bro. You a dope dude, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
You too, man. I'm glad that everything's going good for you right now. Look forward to see you in those arenas and the billboards.
Yeah, bro. Hey, listen, I come to New York and I'm something big. I'm gonna have you there with me backstage, bro. That's my word. Cause me and you, we planted the seed right now, bro.
Yeah,
Tell me, we planted the seed.
we did. I
Yeah.
appreciate
So
that, Big Bags.
salute
I
you,
look forward
gang.
to it. Take
All
care.
right, bro.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Happy New Year, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, same to you, bro. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year, man. Salute. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, you too, bro.
Yeah, take care.